What's going on, guys? Aarava here, and welcome back to another episode of my Motorsport Manager career mode. We're back with event number 10 coming up at the Phoenix Grand Prix at USA and then Vancouver at Canada. Two tracks that should be pretty good for us, especially Canada. I remember in the past we've gone pretty damn well with a very aggressive strategy there, and also Phoenix has usually been pretty good to us, so hope we can continue on. If you did miss the last episode, do go check that out. It was uploaded last week, and a little update on that if you want to get caught up. So we're still leading the drivers, the team championship, I should say, to the fake Mercedes team and the fake Ferrari team, 62 points to 54, so just about in it. Our advantage got reduced by 2 points, I think it was last episode, so slowly I think they'll maybe catch us. We just need to hopefully get like a win, maybe even like a 1-2, 1-3 somewhere along the line to maybe help us bump the advantage back up. Otherwise, they will just slowly catch us. But I'm hoping we can try and do that. But to say it's our second season in F1, I didn't really mention it last time, but I think we're doing a brilliant job so far in the second season only. Didn't expect to be here so quickly in F1. So yeah, looking good at the moment. So we've got suspension being built. And then you can see once we got that suspension up, all of our parts will be pretty decent. All of them will be hopefully in the green once we get the suspension up to about here, I would say. And then they'll all be pretty, I would say, just above average. You can see engine-wise, we're about slap bang in the middle, 5th place. Acceleration, gearbox-wise, we're 4th. Brakes-wise, a little bit down in 7th place. Low speed, 7th place. Suspension, 7th place. Hopefully that'll get bumped up. And then high speed, 4th place. But obviously, we're still improving our parts because if we move on just a few more days, and then our car, we can actually have a look at the actual improvement levels. We've been working a lot on reliability. Only now have we really started to look at performance a lot. So we can just try and grow this. Actually, we've got one more slot here, so we should pick something, actually. Front wing, perhaps may be worth doing that. So I'll add that on. But also, that does remind me, front wing is the only part we have not improved so far in the season. So I think I did say last episode that was what I was going to do and work on as soon as the suspension part is made. We've got a new sponsor, only one for slot 1. So I'm going to wait and hold off on that. Nippon, Japanese Grand Prix bonus, but we've already done the Japanese Grand Prix. That was indeed round 2. So no point really going for that. We'll see, hopefully, if some new sponsors come through in the next couple of days. But apart from that, we're just waiting for the suspension, really, to get built. That's going to get done immediately, actually. So I'm going to forget about that for a second and go straight away to designing a new part. And front wing. I think that's the only one we haven't done. So I think it's worth to do that. Even though front wing's pretty decent compared to the rest of the teams. Always worth it, I feel. So in terms of what we're going to go for, we just do -1 build time. That'll get done 10 days before the race. Then we could probably build another one straight away, actually. So yeah, I'm going to go for speed here. Quickly build this, get the second iteration opened up, and then we can make an even better front wing then, right before this Grand Prix. And suspension-wise, I'm going to add this new suspension onto the reliability chart. And then I've got everything on there, pretty much. Yeah, everything's on there. We're going to now move this to 26. Yeah, 26.4. Hopefully get this up good enough to where we can actually use it in the next Grand... Actually, to make sure we can use this in the next Grand Prix, I'll just bump it to 30.0. Don't mess around with that. Try and get as high as we can, as fast as we can. Then we'll worry about the performance once again. Right, front wing iteration can get built. We've also got a political vote and a new sponsor. So here we go. Everything's happening at once. Front wing is built. We'll get back on to designing another front wing, and now you can see we've got the good unlocked. So now let's focus on the actual performance. So I would say 25 to max and 30 plus would probably be the best bet. Base stat's going to be higher than what we've got at the moment, and then it's got some good potential there. So that's going to get done 1 day before the race. So unfortunately not going to be of use to us in the USA Grand Prix, but really I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue because we go back here. Yeah, top speed and medium speed corners and high speed are crucial. The front wing is not, so that's fine. Even for the next one at Canada, not crucial. So that's all fine. That's all fine. Sponsors wise, here we go. We've got 2 more. So Cruises and Golden Tiger, both of them pretty low. I think, actually, yeah, I forgot that slot 1 is the sponsor target that's really quite low and basically easy to get. So, I don't know. I don't know if any more get opened up. I don't know if you can get more than 3 at a go. I'm not too sure. I'm going to leave it for a little bit now. We'll see what happens. But now I'm going to move on to this front wing, which is still going to be the best that we've got so far, actually. So, worth working on the improvability of that. I'm going to remove these 3 there. Just work on these 2 solid, so hopefully they can get around 70 to 80%, and that'll be good enough for us to use then. So we'll move on to the political vote, which I don't know what it is now. It says 9 dry tyres. 9 dry tyre choices. So teams can choose 9 tyres per race weekend. Okay, so basically puts great emphasis on tyre wear rate. So at the moment, you've seen the previous episodes, I've always picked like 11 soft tyres, the softest tyre, 2 mediums, and then like 1 hard. So this just reduces the amount of tyres to pick. Apparently it'll benefit teams like me. Apparently my team is easy on tyres, so it kind of explains why we're always able to go quite aggressive. So, but at the same time, I'm not too fussed because I feel like it hasn't really affected us too much. So I'm just going to abstain and see what goes on. I'm just going to save a vote. Obviously, we voted quite heavily in the last vote for the refueling to get completely banned. So I want to try and build up the votes again, basically, by abstaining here. So I'll skip to the end, and it looks like it's, just been rejected, just about, by this guy doing 2 times the rejection vote, and a lot of people abstained. A lot of people don't care, just like me. So I'm pretty happy with that. So I don't mind. So there we go. Right, we got front wing being designed, and then we're literally going to travel to Phoenix. So it's all going to be rather close, and a bit too close to the Grand Prix for us to use. But we've got the suspension to 74%, front wing to 72%. I think maybe just about good enough to maybe use both those parts potentially. Hopefully, here's hoping. I'm just going to quickly look. Is there any other part I need to work on for reliability? It's going to be... So we got the new parts. We're going to add that on. So those will be our 2 best in theory. Yes, it will be. So worth doing both those front wings. And then any other reliability you need to work on, really? I don't think so. I think we're pretty good. I think we'll just continue working on these 3. Yeah, so we're going to move this on to about 13, 17 there. I think that's a good kind of position. Front wing built, that's fine. We literally just did that. We literally just put that onto the reliability. So designing new part. Suspension is still quite low, but we are yet to improve it to its max, correct? Yeah. It's got a max of 1488 and 15. Actually, why aren't we improving this one? That's got a higher potential. Much higher potential. So let's remove... What should we remove? Front wing. Yeah, remove the old front wing. Yeah, I need to review this, actually. So I want to add on this suspension part, because that's the highest available there. Gearbox-wise, we're still improving. Yep. Engine, want to improve. Yep, that's fine. I want to kind of put 2 engines on, really, because that's quite important. I might take the gearbox off. Yeah, I'm going to take the gearbox off. I'm going to add the other engine. And then I want to add... the front wing. I'm a bit of a loss of what to really actually... I think, let's just leave it at that. 2 suspensions, 2 engines, 1 brake, and 1 rear wing. That's fine. That's good. That's fine. That's where we're at. Okay, design new part. In that case, should we go for an engine? Epic engine. We haven't got an epic engine so far, have we? No, we don't have an epic engine. Let's go for it, I think. Let's go for it. So, if we do enough of these slots, does that get unlocked? No, we don't have epic unlocked. Oh, my bad. We don't have Epic unlocked. My bad. We only have Great unlocked. It does mean, though, we get 2 slots of the Great, actually. So this could still work out quite well. So should we make a risky part, then, for the engine? Because we've got 2 solid engines right now in terms of quite high up there in terms of the performance. We've got Great and Good. So I think I'll make a risky engine now. I think we've got enough time in this season now to make a risky part to really go for it. So 70 plus to max. That's quite a big one. And then we can choose 2 of these now. So that's a huge leap. And then if we add base stats, okay, there we go. We've chosen 2 great, one good, 1 average, and you can see that's our base. That's the potential. Huge leap for the potential performance of this engine. It's going to be a risk of medium because we've got 2 risky levels, but obviously it's going to be safe for next season. So I think that's a solid investment. 2.1 million though. Yeah, not too sure. So, I'm going to leave this one to a vote. Let me know in the comments below, guys, for next episode, if I should build this configuration of engine for next season. Let me know, because that's quite a lot of money just to kind of say, yeah, let's do it right now, because we've only got 5.6. So, I'm going to leave it to a vote for you guys in the comments below, so let me know. So, for now, I'm going to hold off on the engine. Going to leave that for now, and we'll look elsewhere to... Where are we? 4th? We're 7th with suspension, but we'll improve on that. 7th. Okay, I'm gonna do brakes because they keep complaining about brakes, so we're gonna do brakes. Gonna do plus 40 and plus. Ooh, that's a risky level. So that. Okay, decent. Gonna be base stat better than what we got at the moment. Okay, good. Gonna build that. Right, building brakes. Hopefully they'll stop complaining soon. But do let me know in the comments below, guys, about the engine. But let's travel to Phoenix. Choose a sponsor. We're going to go for... I forgot about this. I completely forgot. Transantarctic, we have a bonus. So, yeah, we're going to go for that. Second or above, and we get 5 million. That's quite a bit. Tyre weight's quite high, but, again, we'll go for super softs all the way, as we usually do. You know what? I'm going to go 12, and we'll add 1 soft tyre onto that, just because. Anyway, fit parts-wise, I'm going to... Yeah, I forgot about it. It's going to give the best to Balcazar because Pernay's crashed twice now. So I feel like she doesn't deserve the best parts anymore. So, we got the new front wings. So we can add that on. Ooh, though, 44%. So we can only add that on there. There we go. She's unhappy. She's probably going to have to deal with it, to be honest. She's got the better gearbox. We'll give her the better rear wing. Now she's content. Yeah, we'll give her the better rear wing. She's content. Yeah, that's fine. And also, we can do a double upgrade in suspension. So, I'll give that to Balcazar, that's Pernay. Awesome. Cool. Let's go. Let's go. Right, about 30 seconds left in the session. We've got, you can see, all purple, level 3 super softs, level 3 race trim. We've got, interestingly enough, actually, Pernay's got 97% setup, but only has 1 excellent the last time I sent her out with 2 greats. And then Balcazar's got 2 excellents and 1 great, and I think she's got 96. So that was a little bit odd, but anyway, pretty decent setup-wise, so looking good. We'll just try and do the best we can. Obviously, pray a little bit. I mean, pray with me, guys, right now in the comments. Let's pray a little bit. Let's, you know, because obviously the grid position, you know, it's all in the hands of the GMA and the... I don't know how they pick them out. That's actually something I've never questioned. How do they pick the grid slots randomly? Like, how does the GMA like decide it? Is it like a is it like the lottery? Do you have like balls in a roller and then just like roll it around and pick it, or do they pick it out of a hat or something? Like, you just never know. You just never know with the FIA. You know, this is just a way they could underpin it. You know, just just some favoritism to like the top teams or something, or favoritism to one driver. Because you guys have also, I said this before in the last episode, and you guys picked up on it as well, that Pernay always gets the worst position. I don't know why, because even contractually now, in terms of a game mechanic, Pernay's equal size. So it's a little bit fishy, but let's see. We know it's not second, because one of you guys pointed out if it's red, it's not second already. So it's not going to be 1 or 2. I don't know where it is. It is, oh my... Thanks, GMA. Thanks, Cheers. Thanks, GMA. Go fuck yourself. Right, anyway, super soft race trim. Yeah, level 3 on all those, so I think it's worth it this time. It's looking all sunny, worth going with these 2. In the last few, we've gone with refueling guru and all this stuff, but I think level 3 super softs get the performance out, because obviously, I think we're going to make 1 more pit stop than most people, so we really need to gun it in every single stint we do. In terms of the setup-wise, tyre choice, 10 laps the super softs go. Probably is only going to be about 9. I would say Balcazar could probably take it to 9 and Pernay 8. So in terms of the fuel, going to fuel up for 14 laps of fuel with Balcazar, and with Pernay we will go with I would say even like 11, like 3 laps less. I honestly think that her tyre wear is going to be absolutely shocking. So we'll go with 11, a lot less fuel there. Overtake mode in the engine, pushing. Right, let's see if we can get a grand total of 5.6 million at the end of this race. Do let me know in the comments below now. Pause it. Let me know if you think I can get that. Probably won't, because the GMA has screwed us over. Again, go fuck yourself, GMA. Right, here we go to the USA Grand Prix from 14th and 19th on the grid. Second last on the grid. 5 red lights are out and we're underway, and that's a storming start for Balcazar. Then gets held up by the red car, but let's fast forward this through a little bit. Let's go on full attack mode now, shall we? And let's see what we can do here. Balcazar already up into, well, she was momentarily up into 10th, now 11th. Come on, make our way through, up into 10th, there we go. Pernay also up into 14th, so both girls making a good getaway here. On lap 1, lap 2, up into 8th place. This is looking very, very promising indeed. 7th and 10th, 7th and 10th, up into 6th place around the outside, looking good. This is amazing. This is what we need. Up into 5th and 8th. This is exactly what we need. We're now going to go down to pushing, because the tyre temps are in a good region. It's a virtual safety car. So pause it here. Let's go low fuel. Let's go conserve. Low fuel, conserve. Use all the seconds we can here. All the seconds we can. But at the moment, 6th and 7th. Absolutely awesome. Great storm of a start there. Storm of a start. Just a middle finger to the entire grid. Okay, it literally timed this perfectly. 0 seconds. So we'll go pushing and overtake mode again. Pushing and overtake mode. Actually, how are the engines? 81%. I'm going to go high. Gonna go high. Let's just not tear the engines completely now, shall we? But anyway, pushing and pushing. They're side by side with each other, but Balcazar will get up into 5th. Pernay will follow through, hopefully. Yep, round the outside, you can see at the bottom of the screen. She's up in 6th, so both of them kind of tactically just kind of getting through all the cars as a kind of duo here. I'll overtake, then I'll overtake, I'll overtake, and I'll overtake. But now I wonder, it looks like Pernay's sticking on the back of Balcazar here, so I wonder if they'll race. I'm not going to do any team orders, so they can race if they want, but he's hoping as a team boss they don't fight each other too much, and so they can overtake people. Balcazar up into 4th, looking good. Pernay, ooh, just unable to get 5th place there for Pernay. Balcazar closing up on 3rd. So now we're in the region where the tyre wear kicks in. We're on pushing. Best place to be when the tyre temps are this high, and hopefully the pace will be not too bad. But now we're on lap 6 actually, so we've actually got a lot more laps in the fuel in the tank than I thought we would. So I want to go overtake mode for Balcazar and overtake mode for Pernay, and we're going to use that fuel, try and burn a bit more before we get to that pit stop window in probably 2 laps time. I would say maybe even this lap for Pernay. Yeah, this lap for Pernay, I'm going to have to do it. Yeah, I'm going to do an undercut for Pernay. Her tyres have gone off in 8 laps. Right, so 8 laps, so we'll go to lap 16 then. So I want to only fuel up for 10.86 seems reasonable. 10.86, 10.86, yeah. Right, pit strategy. Let's go for fast. They've been pretty decent as of late, I would say, the pit stops. So let's go for fast with her. So, please, make no mistakes. And Balcazar's going to go for one more lap, I'd say. Ah, come on, guys. 7.9 loss there. That is a bad mistake, guys. That is a bad mistake. So we're going to pit in now. Yep, pit in perfect. Just timed that perfect. Look at where she is in relation. I just got that in time. Right. So she's got 4 laps remaining of fuel. So that's actually quite good. She has to fuel up for less time. She's got 9 laps. So we got another 9 laps. But I'll fuel up a little bit more. 11 points. Let's go 11.65. Yeah, 11.65. I'll go for balance for her. Don't want to risk it. We just saw a mistake by a pit crew for Pernay, unfortunately. So we'll go with balance there. Come on, please don't make a mistake. Yeah, there we go. Good. Awesome. Right, coming out. And we're going to push an overtake mode. For Pernay now, I'm going to go down to neutral and high. And keep it in that good region, because we found out in the last few episodes, basically, last few races, that kind of configuration, neutral and high, seems to work quite well for our car and our drivers. Balcazar, I'm going to continue to push her on until our tyre temps get up into a decent region, then I'll go to that same strategy. But you can see a lot of people running on softs and mediums now, so we're the only team ready to be on super. Yeah, we are the only team to be running on super soft, so we're going very, very aggressive indeed. Right, lap 12, we're up into 5th place. You can see Pernay I've got on conserve, actually, because she's in 10th. And I want to try and stretch this stint out a little bit to try and maybe equalise it against Balcazar's. And to do that, the only way I can actually manage that is probably just letting her tyre save a little bit. So it's still fine, because I've got, to balance that out, I've got overtake mode for her. So that should give her some pace there. She's got better engine wear. Well, she did have better engine wear than Balcazar. Now I'll go to high, and I'll go back to neutral. I'll go to overtake mode now and kind of splice this between conserve now. So at the moment we're in 2nd and 3rd. So it's looking good for now. But obviously we have to make an extra pit stop compared to Flores and other people who are on mediums. So they can go so much longer than us. But so far, so good. 15 laps remaining. If we can take it to, I would say, lap 18. And we should be fine. Lap 18, we should be fine. Making 1 pit stop. And we'll go to the end then. And we're in 1st place, actually, now, Balcazar. So, hopefully, that will be a thing we can do. Right, I'm going to go overtake mode for Pernay. In 3rd place at the moment. I'm going to make an earlier pit stop, I think. Yeah, I'm going to make an earlier pit stop for her right now, I'd say. Pit. Right, we want to try and go to the end, really. But those won't go to the end. 9 to... See, look, also here, look. This is 9 to 11, whereas Balcazar's 10 to 12. Just kind of... It's actually coded into the game. So, 11 laps. That's not going to be enough, then. Sure, can go to the end, so that's not enough. So do we go softs? Do we go softs and just try and do that? She will be slower, but she'll get to the end at least. I'm sort of forced to. I sort of have to, don't I? I sort of have to do that. Yeah, soft tires. I'm forced to do that. I want to fuel to the end. You know what? I'll fill up 5.68. I'll fill up 5.68. 15.68. So I'll go overtake mode in the engine. So go really fast in the engine, but go kind of medium on the tyres to make sure these get to the end. But this is the unfortunate thing. Pernay, with not too great tyre wear, unfortunately I have to do things like this to actually get her to the end of the race. Because I don't think an extra pit stop right at the end of the Grand Prix is going to work out. In no way. I don't think it is. So I think I'm going to have to go with that strategy then. For Balcazar, we'll go on for one more lap after this. Really push it on this next lap now. Overtake mode attacking. Really push it on this in lap now. Pit in. Super soft tyres. 11 laps left remaining at the end of this Grand Prix. Her engine's 57%. So I'll go for 12.51 there on the fuel. Pit strategy balanced. And so that'll be it. Okay. So where's Pernay in this? Right. I'll go neutral now. And just keep it at that. I'll have a look at the engine wear and the fuel. And then we'll go like that. We'll go like that. Meanwhile, Balcazar is in. She did set a purple first sector there, so it was a pretty decent in-lap, I would say. It's going to be a good pit stop. She's going to come out in 5th place. Right, lap 22. Balcazar's up into 4th place. Vidal yet to pit. Modi yet to pit. Flores yet to pit. Not too sure if Flores and Modi are going to maybe go to the end of this race. Vidal's definitely not. He or she's on soft tyres, so we should be able to get up into 3rd at least. That's not going to be good enough for the sponsored objective, unfortunately, right now. Meanwhile, Pernay, 9th place. Tyre wear, it's not looking great. Going to go to neutral, actually conserve, try and bring that down. But both of these guys' engines now are wearing quite a bit. Balcazar up into 3rd. So really now what I'm focusing on is praying that Modi or Flores have to pit. And that then our engines don't blow up, basically. At least for Balcazar's. I mean, at this stage, I think Pernay may just about get 5th place if I'm lucky to come through to the end. But apart from that, her car is on the edge as well as Balcazar's, but she's on soft tyres, unlike Balcazar on the super softs, where she can push a little bit harder. The saving grace for us is they are backing up. Modi and Flores are backing up right now at the moment, so I'm not too sure. 3 laps remaining. Let's see, let's see. Right, we've got an engine issue for Pernay, 18%. I'm going to go neutral. I'm going to go medium for her. I'm not going to pit in. Just going to hope she can limp over the line. At the moment, she's in 6th, so she's actually down the order. She won't be in the points. And for Balcazar, lap 28. Tyres are going off. Modi's not going to pit. I think we're not going to get this. I think we're going to come home in only 3rd place. This will be, unfortunately. Yep, race is ending. Flores takes the checkered flag. Modi does as well. It's unfortunately only going to be 3rd place for Balcazar. And Pernay is going to limp over the line in, I would hope, 6th place. Yep, just over the line, 6th place. So no points for her, unfortunately. Only 3rd for us. So we miss out on a lot of sponsor money there, unfortunately. We get the podium, which I'm happy with at least. But Flores and Modi, the strategy with the medium tyre is just too much for us. I think they did a 1-stop. Yeah, they did a 1-stop. We did 2 stops. A lot of people actually did 2 stops, to be fair to us. A lot of teams did 2 stops. Only a couple of people managed the 1-stops. And we beat one of the 1-stoppers. Just Modi and Flores, their cars just had too much pace. On their respective 1-stops for us to do anything today. So, yeah, unfortunate. I'm not too sure what that means in the championship. I think that's definitely going to close us up a little bit. I don't know about how much. I think it'll be 4 points. We get 3rd place there. So, 2nd and 3rd still. Constructors-wise, yeah, I said 4 points. So there, yeah, we're 1st place, 66 to 62. That's close, that's close, that's close. Car repairs done. We've got a sponsor for slot 2 now. Jogo, 4 stars. Pretty decent, I would say, for 12 races long. But I want to see if there's any other offers for that. Slot 1, no improvement. So I'm just going to look at this and basically take it on as it comes. And I would say just go for the bigger upfront payment, to be honest. Yeah, I'd say at this stage, just go for the big upfront payment, 900k. Because we did lose about 900k just then in that last race, unfortunately. Right, 2 new sponsors for slot 2. There we go. Is there going to be any improvement there? Not so much. No. No improvement there, pretty much, I think. Yeah, we're going to go for Jogo. There we go. On some good news, brakes have been built. So we've got a new set of brakes. Going to add that onto the reliability chart. We're going to remove... Actually, not going to remove anything. Just going to move this to 30-0. Let's try and get that as high as possible. Upcoming vote. I'm wondering if you're interested in voting in favour of the standard merit payments in the next vote. I can make it worth your while. No, my vote's not for sale, and also I probably don't care too much about that actual vote. Apart from that, now, what do I build on? I'm not going to build a part, I don't think. I sort of do, just not to waste time, but I'm not too sure what, because obviously I can't ask you guys right now in the middle of the episode, because the episode hadn't gone out yet. So I don't know what to build. I don't know what to build. I think I'm just going to build a risky part for suspension. Suspension's always been the weakest part we've got of the car. I'm going to just look for next season, build the riskiest part I can get, or the best part I can get, basically, for the risky levels. So we've got plus 30, there we go, that's be the highest, and then plus 25. I think that should be pretty... Ooh, actually, that's not as big as I thought. Right, so the highest I can get on potential is 1564 there. We've got plus 70 to max, risk level plus 1 for great. So that's going to be quite a big jump there, and that will be for next season. It's going to have a risk to it. I mean, we could still technically use a low-risk part, but I just don't want to take that chance, because I remember all the way back to that season when we did use it, and it kind of pissed me off that we obviously get disqualified for it. So probably just save that for next season. But that's always generally been like our weakest area of the car, so we're going to try and bump that up as high as we can for next season. Right, traveling to Vancouver, third or above, I guess we have to just go for it, because otherwise we're going to lose a lot of money there. So, yeah, just hope that we can do a lot better this time and get third or above. Well, we got third last time. In hindsight, if we just got third, we could have got third or above. We could have got 1.2 million and just gained like 39k last race. But obviously, you had to go for the Trans-Antarctic 5.6 bonus. Just, you know, you had to. So just unfortunate. I'm going to go 2 and 10, and I'll just stick on 3 there. Just fit parts-wise, not enough for the brakes to fit those, unfortunately. So I have to stick with what we've got. Engine-wise, obviously, we're still fine on that. Front wing's probably good enough now, so I'm going to give that to Balcazar, I'll give that to Pernay. So she'll see an upgrade, well, both of them will see an upgrade in that sense. And then for rear wing, that's fine. Suspension's all good. Okay, that's fine. It's going to be rainy in the race, clear in practice, so perhaps practice not as useful as we may like, but also rainy doesn't mean it's going to rain the entire race, so let's see. Right, practice is over. Level 2 on the Ultra Softs and race trim. Obviously, a bit of a longer racetrack than Phoenix was, so unable to get level 3. But setup-wise, looking good. I think Pernay was 98%, and Balcazar a little bit trickier once again. Took about 3 attempts to get the setup completely correct for Balcazar. But, yeah, let's hope for a bit of a better race than the last one. I mean, saying that, last race wasn't bad. It was a pretty decent race for us to get third place still. It's just that, you know, with us still leading the championship somehow, my expectations are starting to, like, higher when they really shouldn't be, because I need to keep reminding myself that is the second season only. And I think you guys also noted that, like, a lot of you guys like to quote what I was saying at the very start of the F1 season, in our very first season, saying it'll take me 5 seasons to get into the championship fight, and it's like the second season, and we're already there. So I need to keep my feet grounded a little bit and remember what I thought we'd be doing at this stage, which was probably still floundering to even get points, I would say. But anyway, for the race ahead, looks like it's going to be dry for the rest of the race from like lap 12 onwards. So I would say just go for Ultra Soft and race trim, may as well. Obviously, we know Balcazar's good in the wet, so that's fine. Maybe light-footed for if we can manage to not make a pit stop this entire way, maybe go the distance with Pernay. Maybe that'll help out, because obviously we know Pernay's not great at tyre wear. So let's try that. Let's try and go all the way with Pernay on intermediates till lap 12 and try and make that pit stop work for us. So fuel option wise, I'll fuel up for, say, 15 laps. 15 laps of fuel, quite a heavy fuel tank, but, you know, let's try and go a long way. And I would say just even the same for Balcazar, even if we have to make an extra pit stop, just obviously carry as much fuel as we can in the intermediate kind of conditions. I think it just makes a bit of sense. So we're going to go for pushing as usual, overtake mode. There we go. Oh, God, there we go. Right, we're not... Oh, also, grid position-wise, we're 10th and 19th. So, again, getting slapped in the face by GMA. More so for Balcazar this time. Actually, hang on. Yeah, surprisingly, for the first time ever, Balcazar is lower than... But maybe GMA listened to us. Maybe they spontaneously, in the middle of this episode, listened to me. Anyway, everyone's on inters. Yeah, everyone's inters, so it's not going to be a kind of crazy start to this race. So anyway, 5 red lights to the Canadian Grand Prix. Please, Balcazar and Pernay, let's go out there and give them a show. We're going to go in overtake mode. Balcazar already up into 17th place. Yeah, decent enough. Pernay down to 13th. Now back up to 11th. Ping-ponging around. 10th and 14th now. So making a move. Getting a move on. I'm liking this. Once again. Oh, Balcazar up into 7th. Using that perk of hers. Good in the wet to good use. Already above... She was 9 places down from Pernay. And she's already now up into 6th place. That is bonkers. She's driving an absolute storm up into 5th place. This is madness. This is madness. Already up into 3rd. She is absolutely driving a treat here at the moment. I'm going to go down to neutral now. We need to try and protect this if we can. But, wow. What a start from Balcazar. Pernay in 6th place. I just saw in the corner of my eye a chunk of tyre wear going down. That wasn't good. I'm going to keep it like that for Pernay, though, because she's obviously got that push perk. Actually, you know what? Let's go neutral, because we want to try and extend that. I said that, so let's try and do that. Meanwhile, on the other side, for Balcazar, we're going to continue to push on. So we're not going to try and conserve. We're just going to try and use the tyres, use the fuel, just try and get good pace. What is everyone else doing? Everyone's going quite neutral here. So I'd say I want to continue pushing because the tyre temps aren't that high. Fuel-wise, may go neutral in a bit, medium for a bit, I should say. But up ahead, Hamilton's pushing on the fuel. So I'm going to keep pushing for now. Pernay's the only one conserving her tyres. But obviously, we're the only ones going to... I think we're the only ones who are going to try to extend it all the way to the end. Also, if everyone goes to the end anyway, naturally, it just means that we'll have more tyre wear to push. And Pernay's not losing much ground. She's in 7th place still on conserve. So it just means she can really push and attack at the end of the stint, perhaps. So either way, it'll work out, I think. We are getting dangerously close to 2nd. Just unable to make that final push and pass. 7 laps in. It's going to get dry by lap 12. So I'd say maybe lap 9 if we're not past 2nd place. I'm going to go overtake mode and try and really punch through if we can. You can see the top 3 covered by 1.5 seconds here. So very, very good start to this Grand Prix. It's actually, oh look, it's Moriera, our old driver if you remember. Oh, awesome. Moriera in 1st place. Nice one. Nice to see our old drivers in the mix here. You know, once was, I believe once we called her crap. And now she's leading the Grand Prix. How about that? Right, I've got neutral and overtake mode. So Balcazar will bring down her tyre temps, but attack on the fuel. Basically the flip of Pernay. She's going to attack now. We've got some tyre wear in the bank to bang in some laps, hopefully. Try and get other positions. He's already up into 6th, actually, so she's already got 1 position. And Balcazar, unable to get 2nd, but now, come on, into the hairpin, perhaps? No, not going to work, not going to work. The rain is starting to let up now, so it's going to be dry, probably in the next lap or so. But let's continue to push like this. I don't think Hamilton's coming in. Moriera, is she going to come in? No. We're going to continue on like this. Continue on like this. We got the fuel for it, so may as well. We're going to pit. Oh, we have overtaken. Awesome. Balcazar, I didn't realise that as I was faffing around with the strategy. Balcazar is up in 2nd place. Awesome. Right. Going to definitely pit in this next lap then. What do we go on? Ultra Softs. We got how many laps left to the Grand Prix? We've got 12 laps left. Ooh, those tyres will go 12 laps. Could just about go to the end then, or make 1 stop and go quite aggressive. So I think we'll go for that. So we've got 13 laps remaining. Let's go for, if we're doing half and half, let's go for 8.52. Gives us a little bit of fuel at the end of the race that we have to fill up less to get to the end of the race. Our engine's 55% though, so we need to watch out for that. But yeah, let's go 8.52. Fuck it, let's go for a fast pit stop. Let's go for a fast pit stop there with Balcazar. And for Pernay, Ultra Softs. Fueling up for 7. Yeah, 7.3. Fast pit stop. No, balanced pit stop. Balanced pit stop. Right, Balcazar did overtake Moriera, but now she's back down the order. Right, is this going to be a double stack? Nope. Perfectly timed. Awesome. Right, pushing out. And at the moment, we are going to be ahead of Moriera because Moriera was continuing on Inters for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah. Right, here we go. There we go. 1st place, 2nd place. Right. I don't know what the hell was. Trying to control this race now. Everyone's on softs. We're going to have to push. We're going to have to push, boys. We're going to have... Girls, I should say. We're going to have to push, girls, because... we are going to have to build the gap for a pit stop here. We're going to have to build the gap for a pit stop. So, pushing all the way. Need to make the gap here. Need to make the gap. Right, Pernay set the fast lap of the Grand Prix. So, she's got some decent pace to try and pull away. She's already wearing her tyres quite fast. She's got a little bit less fuel in the tank. But, I don't know how this is going to play out. I think we'll have enough gap with Balcazar. It's just about Pernay. I want to try and get the 1-2 if we can. Churning through the tyres. That's fine. 9 laps remaining. 9 laps remaining. Let's go medium for Pernay. Try and extend this a little bit if we can to those entire 3 laps of this fuel we've got. Right, I'm going to go Overtake mode now. Attack on this lap. Going to pit in with Pernay, I would say, at the end of this lap, I think. I think that's what we're going to do. Actually, let's go high. Could make it. We could stretch this one more lap, actually. We could stretch this one more lap. I think that would be useful if we did that. Yeah, it'll be useful if we can stretch this one more lap, I think. Nah, okay, not going to work, not going to work, not going to work. Abort that plan, not going to work. Right, 6 laps remaining. So what's your engine like? 64%. So let's fuel up for 6.5, 7.54. Yeah, let's do that. You're fine on that. Balance pit stop. Let's not risk it there. Let's not risk it. Right, you're going to be in the pits. Balcazar, continuing on for one more lap here. Overtake mode, attack, give it everything you got, Balcazar. Is there a mistake for Pernay? No, there's not. So going to pit now with Balcazar. Going to have 5 laps remaining. So let's go with, what's your engine wear like? 42, a little bit less. So let's go for 5.69. Just a little bit more fuel, but not enough to really push Rich Mix where we need to, where we're carrying too much fuel. Let's go for the balance pit stop there as well. Not risk that. Pernay's in 3rd place, so we didn't build the gap. There's not enough of a gap there. But crucially now, we can chase. We should have better pace. In theory, we really should. So, and we've got better engine wear for Pernay, so you can use overtake mode. So he should, hopefully, knock on wood, have this. We should have this, hopefully. Meanwhile, Balcazar's out in 1st place. She's fine. She's all dandy. Let's just go nice and easy with her. High. Take that to the end of the Grand Prix, really. Here we go. We're closing in with Pernay. We've got 4 laps remaining. Come on, girl. You've got to get this done. You've got to get this overtake done before your engine starts to really wear out. You've got to get this done. Come on. Come on. Across the line in not 1st corner. Maybe the hairpin, potentially, or the back straight. Come on. Come on. Down this straight. Come on. Let's power pass. Come on. Up into 2nd. Nicely done. Absolutely awesome. Great. Great stuff. Right. Let's push away. Let's push away and get the gap. Get the gap to her. Get the gap to her. Oh, it's starting to rain here. It's starting to rain. I'm going to continue on. I'm going to go neutral for both drivers so they don't crash in the slippery conditions. But we've got 2 laps remaining. I'm not going to pit for inters. I don't think it's worth it. Not worth it. We're going to try and go to the end here. Oh, not time. We got it. Come on. Keep going. How many laps left? Final lap of the Grand Prix. Final lap. Yeah, just take it nice and easy. No need to push both your drivers. Both drivers can just take it nice and easy. Conserve. Take it easy to the end. Just get this to the end. Just get this to the end. 2nd place. Yeah, we're good. We should be good here. Come on. Through the final corner. Here we go. 1st place for Balcazar. And 2nd place for Pernay. Get in there. Get in. 1-2. Suck it, drivers. Suck it. Moreira, Flores, Sharp. Suck it. 1-2. Get in there. I knew we could do it. Come on. Archer for the win. Baby. There we have it, 1-2. That's probably going to be a very short race highlight, but that's pretty much because we did everything to the absolute T and made it work. And it's a 1-2, a very well-deserved 1-2, I feel, especially after the annoyance of not being able to get that sponsor money in Phoenix. There we go, 1st place trophy for Balcazar, and that means she will be level on points with Flores in the Drivers' Championship. We're still comfortably just about keeping in 2nd and 3rd there. And for the Constructors, we extend our lead to 15 points now. 80 points. That has been a fantastic episode, guys. It started off a little bit iffy, I'll admit, with Phoenix. But 1-2 made up for it, guys. Smash that like button for the 1-2 at Canada. That is awesome. How about that? Just like in the Codemasters, because I don't know if you guys know this, but in the Codemasters games, generally, I say Canada is probably my favourite track. Because I just love driving the Canadian Grand Prix in real life in the F1 games, in the Codemasters games. It looks like here, Canada's a bit of a favourite of mine as well here in the Motorsport Manager. How about that? Absolutely awesome. 600k just about, rounding down, added on. Absolutely great episode, guys. So if you have enjoyed it, hit that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Also, yeah, remember, let me know about that engine. Do we build that really big, expensive, risky engine for next season? Who knows? We may not even need it, knock on wood, because we may be still challenging for the title by this season. We only got 4 races to go. Actually, you know what? With 4 races to go, let me know, guys, in the comments below. Do you think we can do this now? I'll be interested. Maybe we can look back at the very end of this season and see who got it correct. Do you think we could win the championship this season? Let me know in the comments below. That'll be a very interesting question that I'll be interested to see your faith in me. I'm going to guess now that not a lot of you will have faith in me because generally, I realise this. Generally, I'm not the best player at this game, but I think that's the beauty of the series, that I'm not too great. I don't know all the ins and outs of the game, and it genuinely is a bit of a challenge for me to try and do well here in this game. But yeah, if you're new around here, again, do get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content. I've been Aarava. Have a enjoy the rest of the day, and I will see you guys next time.